Okay guys, we've missed the start of this race, but let's have a look. And that's really unfortunate, but that backway is still in the lead with Ryan following him close behind. With Lars in P3 for now, with Sue following in P4, with Rigby closing in on Sue already. And look at that, how close he is. And let's have a look at the current tires with Eddie at an amazing start on the mediums. A great job from Eddie. Lars is still in P3, but Ryan is hunting down the backway. As a reserve, Ryan is doing an amazing, excellent job here. Well, Rigby is hunting down Sue. Well, the backway is setting the fastest lap now. And the intervals, the gaps between all the drivers are coming back with G Infamous now close to Bottle. Really close to him. And G Infamous is not gonna put it on the inside of Bottle there. He's waiting. Well, Alice is closing in. Oh, Connor and Alice didn't. Alice and Connor didn't rejoin. I just asked them to rejoin. Well, TGW is on the hard tires. He definitely had some issues at the start of this race. Well, Ryan is closing in on the backway now within 6/10. So can he make a move on the backway? The backway having 50% of ERS. Well, Ryan has 71. And it's looking to be a battle between these two on this race at Monza. Oh, and we have some drivers at the back spinning, but all spinning around. Well, Connor and are spinning. Oh, and Ryan passed the backway for the lead of this race. Well, the backway is going for another move. And the backway is going for a move on the inside. No, Ryan is going to make it stick. Well, the backway, we have a battle. And we also have a battle for P3. So that's good to see, because Rigby is hunting down Sue and Lars. Well, Emin Trucker is in P6, having a 4.3 second gap behind. And Eddie has passed Rigby, Trucker now. What happened to Trucker? Does he have front wing damage? And Trucker is taking the outside line now on Eddie. And Eddie is keeping it on the inside. And they're giving each other enough room. But Eddie is having the faster line, who's picking up the DRS. They are side by side into turn 1. And Eddie has the DRS. And late braking from Eddie, but late braking from Trucker as well. And what a battle between these two. And now his teammate G Infamous getting the slipstream and the DRS on the outside now. And what a great strategy from both the Force India drivers on the Racing Point. Well, Trucker is now having a better exit. Is he closing in on G Infamous now? But let's have a look at the front. Well, G Infamous is going for a move on Ryan. And he makes it stick. Well, Lars is losing places. That's not good from Lars. Well, Rigby is now hunting him down. Oh, Rigby on the inside. No, it's not enough. Well, Lars is, going wide. Rigby picking up the DRS. Lars, does he have DRS? Yes, he has. So that's lucky from him. Well, Rigby is within 4/10 now. Look at the ERS. The ERS of Lars is struggling. Well, Sue is not struggling at all. And Sue takes P3 for now. Well, Evan Trucker is still hunting down both racing points. Well, Connor, is he back? No, he's not back. Well, Rigby is now really close on Lars. Let's have a look at how this battle goes between Lars and Rigby. Both are tier directors of tier 4. A close battle between them. Rigby taking the outside line. And side by side. But Rigby gets the move done on Lars. And that's a nice move from Rigby. And now Lars needs to... and we have a spinner at the background. It's an Alfa Romeo. And it's team call into the wall on the hard tires. So he probably have some incidents at the start of this race. Well, the Packway is still leading the pack in front of Ryan. And you can see both of these drivers are really quick compared to the other guys. Well, G and Famous overtakes Eddie, but he's going wide and off track. And what can Eddie do? On the medium, so he's on a quick strategy. It's probably now. You need to have team orders, because Eddie has the fastest tire. After 6 laps, the medium tire is definitely better than the softs. And Team Kill left the session and DNF'd. Well, Connor is back in the session. So, good for him to regain his position. Let's follow the both racing points for now. Well, the Packway creates a gap between Ryan and himself to get him out of the DRS. Let's have a look at the current penalties. G and Famous picking up 6 seconds. Bottle picking up 5. Connor overtakes Alice, as Connor has rejoined the track. Well, Lars picking up a 3-second. Rigby has also a 3-second time penalty and now hunting down on Sue. So Rigby is showing some excellent pace here in Monza. But let's see if it will be enough. Well, the Packway is creating a gap between him and Ryan. And he's even saving ERS, so he's definitely got the pace to get a race win today. That Packway, he needs to focus on his consistency. And that's what we talked about. He wants to drive in the lowest tier. He has the pace, but his consistency needs to be better. And that's an excellent way to do it in tier 4, being one of the fastest drivers. And the Packway is definitely showing what he's got at the moment. Going wide there and picks up a 3-second time penalty as well. Well, Sue didn't pick up one. Let's have a look. Still the racing points are really close now. Eddie has overtook G and Famous. Eddie definitely having the mediums working well for him right now. Well, the Packway has managed to create a gap of 2 seconds between Ryan and himself. So that's good to see. But can G and Famous now closing in on him? On Eddie. Oh, we have Lars pitting for the hard tires. Lars on a soft hard strategy. Let's have a look at this close battle between the Racing Points. Well, TGW is closing in on Lusting, and he's taking the outside now, heading into turn 1, and easily done by TGW. A great move, and he is recovering from his mistake at the beginning probably, or maybe there was an accident. Sadly we couldn't see the start of this race because of my game crashed, so well, GM Famous is still really close behind his teammate. Let's have a look at the current tires. The front runners are running on softs, but Eddie is really closing in now. And let's have a look at the current. Let's see if Eddie can get any time on the leader. And yes, he is. Look at that. Only 2/10 in the last corner. So Eddie is definitely on a different strategy. And I think he chose the right one, because he's going to end on the soft tires, and that will help him a lot. Oh, and Manon has crashed. Manon has crashed out. And let's have a look where he crashed. I think I see a car there. Yeah, there he is. Into the wall. There he is. Manon into the wall. Well, the backway is almost putting Buttle on a lap. Oh, another track limit for the backway there. Let's see if Eddie can close the gap on Rigby. But when is Rigby going to pit? Let's have a... Oh, and the leader of this race, the backway, is going to pit. Let's see which tire he's going to choose. Probably going for the mediums. The backway definitely going for the mediums. The soft medium strategy here on Italy. And Ryan is still continuing on his lap. So is Eddie. So he jumps him. And so is Noob. Noob also jumps the backway for... And the most interesting thing is that Eddie and Noob didn't get any penalties. But Sue also pitted for mediums, while Lars has been overtaken Rigby. He has been overtaking Rigby with that undercut. Interesting strategy from Lars here. Well, Sue is definitely on a podium race now. Oh, let's have a look at Ryan. What is he going to do? The current leader is going to dive into the pits, but which tire is he choosing? Definitely the medium tire. Interesting strategy call from... Oh, and he's serving his penalty. Probably. Oh, no, he had some accident. He had an incident. But where is the backway coming? And he's getting in front of Ryan by a lot of seconds. A big mistake from Ryan into the pits, which lost him a lot of seconds there. And Ryan gets an 8-second penalty. That's not gonna help him as well. Well, Sue has 5 seconds. Rigby has 3. Well, Lars is closing in on Rigby again. So let's follow another battle between Lars and Rigby. Rigby going a bit wide there, which is going to allow Lars to get closer. Let's see. He's now really close on Rigby. Oh, a bit of oversteer there from Lars. Can he get a good exit? He can get a good exit. He picks up the DRS behind Rigby. And the slipstream is going... Is there going to be an overtake from Lars on Rigby? Yes, he is. And Lars calculated that over. Oh, Rigby's on the outside. He's still on the inside. Rigby is still defending, but Lars makes it stick. And Rigby's now on the back of him. And look at this. Side by side, going into turn 1. Lars is going to be smart here to pick up the slipstream from Rigby. And picking up the DRS as well. So we get a good move into turn 1. And there goes Lars on the outside now on Rigby. And a good move from Lars. A great calculated move from Lars here. Oh, a bit of oversteer. And Rigby is now again behind him. Will Rigby turn on his ERS? No, he's not. And now on the outside, Rigby. No, Lars is blocking him off. What a battle between these two. But most importantly, what an amazing clean battle this is. This is how racing should be. Rigby is on the quicker tire. And Lars has an alternate strategy with having 2 lap older hard tires. And now you can now see the pace difference out of the corner. Having better traction between Lars and Rigby. And Lars is doing the same strategy again. Picking up the slipstream from Rigby out of the corner of the last turn. And Lars is not gonna make it this time, and TGV is closing in already. 1.4 seconds, so is he going to join this battle? Well, Lars is losing a bit of time here. I think Rigby needs to just needed to warm up his tires. Well, TGV is now closing in with 11 lap old hards. TGV definitely showed us he's quick. And he can match the top 3 with Ryan and the Packway. But the Packway is closing in on our current leader Eddie. Eddie is on an alternate strategy, we all know that, but the Packway is closing in real quick. So let's switch back to TGV and Lars. Well, TGV is closing in on taking the closer line of Lars. Lars going a bit wider, and that will allow TGV to go side by side with him. And easy task for TGV on 12 lap old hards. He's closing in real quick. That's always good to see. Both driving in tier 3 last season, and you can see they're not topping the tier 4 championship for now. Well, TGV is really quick, so definitely going to see a battle between the Packway, maybe Ryan, Rigby as well, don't count him out, and TGV. It's going to be a 4-way battle for the championship, I think. And the other guys have work to do. Lars also, not going to be hard on you, but you have to be a little bit quicker to contend the championship, mate. You can, and we all know you can do it. We all know. GM Famous now closing in on Lars. On the mediums. Well, the Packway is now closing in on Eddie. Only 2 tenths, 3 tenths, 4 tenths behind him. Eddie, we all know he's on 15 lap old mediums. And the most interesting thing is that we didn't have any safety cars here in Monza with our lowest tier, and it's really good to see, guys. Well, GM Famous is now really closing in on Lars. Oh, and we have a battle for the lead between the Parkway and Eddie. And it's good to see there are more battles on track than only one. Even in lap 16. Let's have a good look on GM Famous. Closing in on Lars on the mediums. Lars taking the inside, but not enough to defend from GM Famous, and Lars gets down to P8. Come on, Lars, you can do this, man. You can do this. Well, Eddie is still close in on the backway, but Eddie is on a really different strategy. Let's have a look at the current penalties at the moment, with Ryan picking up 11. Oh, Eddie gets a bit of a wide corner there. Or GM Famous, I'm sorry. And the backway having 3 seconds. Eddie doesn't have any penalties. Ryan having 11 seconds of penalties. So if Eddie makes a stop, he can go for a podium. And that's amazing to see, because I think he started at, let's see. Oh, 14 position wins. So he started at P16. And that's looking really good from Eddie. A great race so far from him. But let's continue with the current penalty situation. Rigby having 6 seconds, with TGB having 3. GM Famous having 9 seconds. Lars 6. Trucker having no penalties. That's good to see as well. Oh, and Eddie, what happened to Eddie? Eddie's pitting onto the softs. And now we're all curious what he can do on the fresh soft tire. He's coming behind Lars and in front of Trucker, so he is in the points already. So I think that's a positive thing, but only 2.1 seconds behind Lars. So Eddie is driving an amazing race so far. Well, the Packway and Ryan are really quick, and definitely one of the quickest. And Lars is he able to close the gap to GM Famous? Lars will probably have some advantage at the end of this race because he has hard tires. But I don't think the hard tires are the right call on this track. And Eddie is closing in now really quick. So we're going to have our eyes on Eddie, because he's going to be really quick now. And I think he's going to he can fight for a podium today without having any penalties. This is our man to watch. Well, Lars is now closing in on GM Famous into the DRS. Oh, a bit of a sliding moment there from Lars, which allows Eddie to get closer. And will it be enough? On the inside. Eddie goes on the inside. Clean racing. And Eddie gets the move done. And now is going for a hunt on his teammate. And Eddie is the man to watch now. He can do crazy things now. Let's have a look at the leader. Okay, he's overtaking GM Famous by penalties. 11 seconds of Ryan. That's not enough, so he needs to make up some time. 6 seconds of Rigby. And that's really close. So TGV has 3 seconds, but Eddie is on the fresh tire, so he can definitely grab a podium today. Well, Sue is having a 5-second time penalty, so he needs to gain like 7 seconds on Sue, so that's 1 second a lap to gain a podium today. Who has the fastest lap at the moment? It's Ryan with a 1:22.6. We have Eddie closing in on his teammate, picking up the DRS now. The only battle on track at the moment. And GM Famous, is he going to make it hard for his teammate? No, he's keeping the door open. And that's some great teamwork there between them. They're teaming up in F4 this season. So I'm really curious what they can do in the constructors. Not counting them out. Well, TGV is closing in on Rigby. TGV having old hearts, but still closing in on him. TGV 18 lap old hearts. Well, Eddie is within 2.4 seconds. And he's lapping Bottle now. He probably picks up a DRS now. Let's have a look at the. Yeah, he picks up a DRS from Bottle. Interesting. And he's closing in on TGV. And look at this, Eddie within 1.9 seconds now of TGV. 1.8 now. He's really closing in. And Eddie is driving an excellent race. Rigby needs to push. Rigby needs to push. He has 9 seconds of penalties. Well, Ryan has 11 seconds of penalties. Who is going to grab that last podium spot? Of course, it's going to be the Packway leading this race so far, and he is so quick. The Packway having only 3 seconds of time penalties. He's definitely going to win this one, showing he has some excellent pace. Needs to work on his consistency, as we said before, but for now he's looking very, very good without any mistakes. Eddie is now within 1.3 seconds of TGV. He is closing in now. When is he going for an overtake? On track. He already knows he got him at the end. But as a racer, you always want to overtake all the drivers on track. And it's great to see Eddie and Trucker not getting any penalties. That's good to see. Well, we're following Eddie now within the arrest range of TGV. Well, TGV is closing in on Rigby. So, will there be a last way battle between Eddie, TGV and Rigby? Eddie probably wants to pass them real quick. Oh, we have someone diving into the pits. It's Lusting. Lusting is switching a front wing. Well, let's stay on track with Eddie and TGV. Well, TGV is closing in on Rigby now. And well, Eddie is closing in on TGV. So, as we have predicted, there's going to be a three-way battle for P4. But Eddie doesn't have any penalties, so he wants to pass these guys real quick. But TGV is on attack mode at the moment. And TGV closing in on Rigby now. Is he close enough? On the inside. Into turn 1. He is now. Oh, a small touch between them. But still, a little bit of wheel bagging is allowed. And Eddie has missed his braking point. And that's unfortunate for Eddie. Well, TGV is now next to Rigby, but Rigby brakes later. Oh, and that's a spin. Side by side with TGV into that corner. And you can see that won't help. Well, Eddie moves himself into P5 now. The backway, almost only 2 laps to go now. Going to grab this win. That will be very, very nice from him to see. Had some issues last season with his self-confidence, but as you can see, that backway is improving a lot. It's good to see him improving. Well, Eddie is now really closing in on Rigby. Can he make a move at the end? And Noof is losing some time. So was Lusting, Buttle, and Alex didn't rejoin the session. But also a great performance from Sue till now. He just recently joined our league and he's definitely showing us how it should be done. And Eddie is now within 1 second of Rigby. Of course, we all know he's going to get him on penalties, but can he overtake him on track? And the last lap has been going for the Packway, but let's stay well with Eddie because he is really closing in now on Rigby. I don't think it's enough. No, it's not enough. Oh, a bit locking up there from Eddie. Eddie fighting for P4 on track. Will be enough. Put your ERS down, man. You can get him. And GM Famous is getting on the back of TGW as well. So let's stay close on this battles. Well, Eddie is getting the slipstream and the DRS of Rigby. Rigby into the grass. Eddie gets a better exit. Can he go on track for P4? No, side by side. And I think that's enough. Oh. And Eddie gets it done. Well, the Packway finishes first. And is Ryan able to keep his P2? Yes, he is. Well, Sue is getting his P3. Sue getting into P3. And well, Eddie is in P4. What an amazing race by Eddie in P4. But still, an amazing job. TGW jumps Rigby. Well, GM Famous. And Lars, can he jump GM Famous? No, Lars in P8. Well, LT Trucker goes P8 now. Lars moved down back to P9. Well, Noof is going into P10. And Connor is going into P11. What an amazing race, guys, of Tier 4. Congrats to the Packway, who has drove an amazing race. No mistakes at all. Good job from him. But my driver of the day is Eddie. Definitely taking the alternate strategy to the maximum. Having a little trip onto the grass, but still getting that P4 is amazing to see. So our final standings with the Packway finishing first, Ryan in second. A great race from Ryan as well. Sue in P3, Eddie P4, TGW P5, Rigby P6, GM Famous P7, Trucker P8, Lars P9, Noof P10, Connor P11, Lusting P12, Battle in P13, Alice P14, and the rest of the guys have DNF'd. So really looking forward to this season, and thank you for watching for the pre-season race, and make sure you tune in for F2 in 15 minutes. See you.